Hi, I'm Nathan. Welcome back to Holy Hypocrites. Last week we had a new episode of It's Just the Bible, introducing John the Baptist. And the TLDR, the short version, the big idea of that study is that God doesn't change. And we see that because we spent a bunch of time studying Genesis 1 and creation, and then now we're in John chapter 1. And the way that God creates everything, almost line for line, is the way we're introduced to John the Baptist. God says God sent him. Just like in creation, God made a thing. He actively created something new. He named it. He gives it an identity. Says that God called him John specifically. We see that throughout creation. God takes responsibility for naming an identity and then a job. God gives each part of creation a purpose, a reason for existing. It's not random. It's not accidental. It is on purpose for a reason. And for John, that's to bear witness, specifically to bear witness to the light, to Jesus Christ, to point the rest of the world to Jesus. And so this is all God's story. This is God's word. And so when we compare Genesis 1 with John 1 in this introduction of John the Baptist, we see the same God, the same creator, the same template for creation that points back to the creator. It'd be like a serial killer leaves certain markings and certain habits. That's a dark comparison, but it fits of you would identify a number of crimes to the same criminal by the way it's done. Well, we can identify the creation, the sending of John the Baptist with the same God who created everything else all the way at the beginning. And that's an encouragement to you. That's good news to you that you also were given an identity by God. You were made on purpose with a purpose to point people to Jesus. Have a great week. We'll have a new It's Just the Bible later this week.